I hear an interesting take action story. There's a guy who travels around and he does a one-man show, Star Wars show. It's called the One Man Star Wars Show or something like that. And he wears all black and he does it in a theater on stage. And he's got his little, like ear microphone like the, rock stars use when they're dancing on stage. And he does all 6 movies, the original movies. Well, the first 3 and then the second 3. He does all 6 movies in about an hour and a half. And he just acts them out on stage using his voice for sound effects and lines from the movie. I mean, you have to be like a Star Wars lover. You have to totally understand the movies and know them forwards and backwards to get but if you do and you know it and you love it, it's spot on. I mean, and he's making jokes and you're laughing the whole way. It's super entertaining. And to this day, he goes around doing this thing that he loves with a passion and gets paid very well for it. And it all started with someone just doing something that he was passionate about and not caring about how he was going to survive in life doing it, how he was going to make money doing it. It didn't even start off to make money. It started off as a passion of something that he just loved and wanted to do. And so I tell this story to people because so many people let go of their dreams and goals because in their little pea brain mind, and I don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings, but compared to the vastness of the universe and what all the things that are going on, we don't really know a whole lot. And in our little minds, we just can't figure out a way that we might be able to make money doing that. Or it doesn't even go that far. It goes into who's going to pay me to do that? Who's going to pay me for that? And it's like, look, man, if this guy can get on stage and voice act 6 movies for an hour and a half and tour all over the world doing it and get paid and get cheered on for doing it, then you can do anything. You can figure out a way, and maybe you don't have to figure it out. Maybe it's with a cursed how. Maybe it's just that you start taking those steps, those baby steps, and let whatever unfolds unfold, and be open to however it unfolds. But I know it is true. And there's a restaurant around the corner from my office called Ford's Garage, and literally, like Ford, like the car company Ford with the logo and everything. They opened 3 restaurants before Ford ever knew they were doing it, and same exact story. They got an email one day. And we're like, we know you got these 3 stores. And they were like, sorry. And they were like, no, don't be sorry. We want to open 50 more. We want to front you the money to do it. Even when you think like, I'm going to do this, holy shit, I could get nailed on it. Now, I'm not by any means suggesting that someone do any level of trademark infringement or steal someone's idea or copyright or use someone else's logo. But these are just stories of people that they didn't think they were doing anything wrong, really. They weren't. They just was like, hey, we do it they liked Ford, and they did the first one they did was where Henry Ford used to live. So they did it in the town because people were all about Henry Ford there. They didn't do it to steal their logo, but they just did it. These are these stories that we hear, and there's so many more, I'm sure, of just taking those action steps and just not even getting so caught up in or attached to the cursed hows and how it's going to happen because we just don't know. We just don't know who's going to see and who's going to hear and what might happen because of the actions we take. I met my wife from taking actions. As a matter of fact, every single person listening to this and watching this right now has something amazing in your life because you took action on something, on some level. You moved out of your comfort zone, out of your front door of your house or something. And because of that action in your life, things took place. You put yourself out there in the magic and out there in the world, interacting with things and people and opportunities. And that's where the magic happens. That's where it all happens. So keep taking those action steps, guys. I know I'm going to. As scared shit as I am sometimes, I know I'm going to. And I'll shake like a leaf. And I'm sure I'll shake like a leaf again. But I'm going to keep going. And you should too, because it's good for us. It's where the growth is. People don't achieve what they want many times is because they're scared of the growth. They don't want to be uncomfortable. But growth is uncomfortable. It has to be. Because how could something or someone you've never been, how could a life you've never lived be comfortable? Comfort comes with doing the same thing over and over and getting used to it. You can't be comfortable stepping out of yourself and stepping into something new. You've never done it before. The truth is, when you do it, and if you do it, that new level of you, that new achieved status will also become comfortable at some point, and you'll have to level up again. You'll have to keep pressing yourself if you want, to experience all that this world has for you. Not just you, me, everybody. I want to experience all of it. I want to push myself within, to the ends of myself, completely outside of my own skin. That's how much I want to push myself, because that's how much I want to experience in this world, in this life. And I want everyone around me to experience the best form of me once I experience the best this world has to offer. And I think that's one of the most beautiful things about living in this world, is that we can do that. We have a choice to do that every single day.